I didn't know I had to hit the button.
That's funny. Did I tell you my ring got fixed?
No.
We got it back.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a party.
That's the engagement ring. Are you going to show everybody? You going to put it on the camera?
Yeah.
Put it on the camera. Put it on the camera, Jen. Put it on the camera.
There's
Do it.
nobody
Put it on
on.
the camera.
We have zero people right
now. Well, now's the time to do it.
I wants to see it now that there's nobody here.
If you'd like to rob Jen, she will be wearing this. Not too bad. It's really dark. Why is it so dark? There's the Jen ring. There's Sarah and Sheila's here.
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sheila.
You're looking at your finger bling.
Thank you. Thank you, Sheila. You know, I think I liked the oats. They were pretty good.
Oh, well. Unfortunate for you.
Do you want me to bring you some overnight
No, I
oats
really
tomorrow?
don't.
Are you sure?
Don't do that. Don't foster that on me.
I made several days worth for Kyle and I. Morning, Jimmy. Thank you, Sarah.
I like that movie because there's not many things that are capable of doing that.
Sure.
Of challenging you that way.
And it's interesting the way that you talked about Paul because the Japanese children were calling him Paul as an insult.
Oh yeah, because Apostle Paul and everything. Yeah.
And I think that's part of it too. I think it would help watching that movie if you're more familiar with the Bible and the stories.
Well, but you don't have to be. It's still.
But there were some things that I was like with them as calling him Paul. That was one of the things where I was like,
did you see the rooster? Did you hear the
I
rooster
listened
thing?
for it, yeah.
Oh my gosh, is that not?
But it's so subtle. It's not
it is.
So
everything
in your
is.
face. Yeah.
Everything is.
Yeah. It's one of those movies where I was like, I'm sure I'm missing so much.
Everything is subtle. From the thing he's scratching on his cell.
Oh, Sheila did not understand the movie.
What? All right, let's talk about it.
Morning, Dorinda.
Did you watch it, Sheila?
All right, Floyd, let me go put this on there. Hold on. Hang tight. We got to chit-chat, and I completely forgot to put this
started
story.
worried.
Okay, there you go, Floyd. Enjoy the Oh No You Didn't news. Thank you for reminding me to put it up. Thank you, Jimmy.
I had it up on Twitter, did I? No, I thought I did. Actually, I had it copied. I just had not pasted it yet.
That's so cool.
What is
Sheila says it started in a weird place.
Huh?
Did it not start from the very beginning for you? Where did it start?
What are you talking about? Japan is a weird place. It's like really another planet.
I mean, because it starts out, you're seeing some of the torture that Ferrera witnessed.
Yeah.
And some of what he went through.
It's very brief, very quick.
Uh-huh.
And the only really gory part is when the one guy.
Yeah.
And it's because, and to be honest, the Japanese government, the daimyo system, were being as patient as possible.
Morning,
They
Lisa.
really, really, really were. They just had a goal, and they weren't getting there. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
A chance of rain to continue, but beautiful sunshine in the afternoon. Highs right around 80. It's 70 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes.
Sam Hunt's coming to the Walmart Amp on August 20th.
Which means you need to be listening for the KIX concert ticket giveaway song and then calling 623-1025 when you hear it.
And caller number 5 is going to win those tickets to go see Sam Hunt.
Here's Luke Bryan.
Drunk on you. It's a little early, I think, to be drunk.
Say it for yourself, Jen.
All right, we got to get some coffee and some water in you.
Yeah.
Maybe some aspirin.
KIX 102.5. Then moves to people sitting in a room. Yeah, they're trying to show you what they're going through in Japan. And it's almost like a preview of some of the stuff going on.
Morning, Romelda.
They're trying to tell a big part of the story really quickly.
With the men on the cross and moves to the people sitting in a room. Yeah. It's giving you a little bit of the history before they explain the full story.
And that
about
is
Ferreira.
historical. So
that was the thing, too, is you said it was not technically historically accurate,
Mm-hmm.
but it's pulled from real life.
Real life events that happen. There is a little island on the very southwestern tip of Japan that the Portuguese the Jesuit monks started their mission there. Well, they converted almost the entire island. Well, Japan began to find out about this and threw a cow. They went down there, and first they would start martyring these people in an effort to make them deny this faith, because they recognized really quick that they're giving control to a deity rather than to the Japanese daimyo, to the overlord and the shogun. So they did not like this at all, and they did not want it here in Japan. So they did everything they could to kick it out. Then they began to realize they could cause them to apostatize. So Father Rodriguez, there was a father. What was Liam Neeson's character again?
Ferreira.
There was a Father Ferreira, but he had nothing to do with any of this story. It's just coincidental. So anyway, none of those guys were real historical characters. But the situation and the story is very similar. They did have some priests that the Japanese government were able to convince to apostatize. They lived out their days on Japan, working as people who helped uncover hidden iconography, things like that. So while it is not a historical, none of the characters are historical, none of these things are historical, the situation did actually happen. And ironically, that island is still mostly Christian to this day.
You can't find us live on YouTube?
What?
You should be able to. Folks are watching YouTube. If you just go straight to our channel, it should be the very first video that pops up. Is us live.
Yeah, the people sitting in a room, what they've been doing with this story on the cross, and it shows the guy watching the Japanese or the Portuguese missionary played by Liam Neeson, and he's in shock watching what's happening to his parishioners. They're telling what they read in the letter that they received from him, and they're wanting to go. They're talking to their Monsignor saying, please let us go help him, because they've heard that he has apostatized. He stopped the concert. He got out of air, could sing Luke Brown a speedy recovery. What, Romelda? He's talking about Romelda, about Luke's show last week. Yeah, we heard that he was a little under the weather. Floyd says it's only coming up past ones for him.
He canceled yet another show as illness continues.
Both seem to be able to find.
That's so weird, Floyd. I don't know what's going on.
It's working for you, isn't it?
I wonder if I can.
Are you signed into your YouTube, Floyd? Shouldn't matter, but.
That link should be directly to our live video on YouTube.
Just click that.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got just enough time.
Okay, I got to be right back to the boys here. You can sit there, just don't say anything, okay?
Hey, guy.
After we do this break, I'll go get him squared away in my office. Morning, Carol.
That.
He was the same way. So are these two shows, have they been toward the end of his tour?
I think so.
You would hope that they'd kind of spread it out a little bit.
The last time he was here was not part of this tour, was it? Or was it a separate tour?
I don't know what's going on, Floyd. But get ready for the KIX concert ticket giveaway. So I've got 30 seconds, guys. How are you, dude? Good. You're very smiley this morning. How'd you sleep? All right. Quiet time. Thank you.
You had to cancel 3 shows this weekend, they said. Or the weekend before.
Oh. You ready? Here we go, guys. Do what? I'm going to put them on. We're about to do a break.
I wear mine
like
this. Or this. Can you hear that?
All right.
Here we go. There's the song.
I don't know why I keep putting my headphones on.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Caller number 1.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Caller 2.
There it is, the KIX concert ticket giveaway song for Sam Hunt.
Which means we're looking for caller number 5 at 623-1025.
To win tickets to see him on August 20th at the Walmart, Arkansas Music Pavilion.
Here's Kim Brown.
On KIX 102.5. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Caller number 3.
Hi, Morning KIX.
Caller 4.
Hi there, Morning KIX. Who is this? Whitney, take us off speakerphone, could you?
Yes. Sorry.
Where are you from, Whitney?
I'm from Lamar, Missouri.
Whitney from Lamar.
You are calling number 5.
Woo!
You're going to see Sam Hunt on August 20th at the Walmart, Arkansas Music Pavilion.
Awesome. Thank you.
Just tell Susan Forsay's concert connection.
612.5.
Way to go, Whitney.
Good job, Whitney.
Okay, we got to get a little information from you.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. My system doesn't want to open.
I'll let you know these tickets are going to be emailed to you probably on the 18th, or by the 18th you'll have them. So be watching your inbox and your spam folder. They could go to that.
All right, what was your last name, Whitney?
Forrest. Forst.
Do you want to come back and let me get her info? We got a minute and a half.
You got time. No, I'm done.
Okay. All right, I need your phone number, please.
It is 417-262.
Your birthday. And then your address, please. And what's the zip down there?
64.
Last thing I need is your email.
Okay, again, be watching your email for those tickets. They should be, you should have them by the 18th, if not before then.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks,
And
Whitney.
enjoy the show.
Yeah, these guys that work themselves to death, they're going to end up with polyps on their vocal cords, which will change the voice permanently.
All right, here we go. 12 seconds.
KIX KIX 102.5, the four states number one for country. Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen, 722.
Chance of rain to continue this morning, but sunshine in the afternoon. Highs right around 80. It's 70 in Joplin.
We're going to be checking in with Jen's movie Rehab in the next 30 minutes. So you had a new movie assigned to you this weekend.
I watched the movie Silence, which is your favorite movie. So going into it, I was a little bit nervous.
But it's another week of winning with more chances to win Sam Hunt concert tickets.
He's going to be at the Walmart Amp on August 20th.
Which means we are now looking for caller number 5 because we played our KIX concert ticket giveaway song.
Whitney from Lamar.
You are caller number 5.
Woo!
You're going to see Sam Hunt on August 20th at the Walmart, Arkansas Music Pavilion.
Awesome. Thank you.
Just tell Susan Forsythe's Concert Connection.
KIX 102.5.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. Or not.
Just kidding. All right, dude. Let's get you squared away. I'll be right back.
See you, man. Bye. There's Heather. Morning, Heather. So, a Michigan lady over the weekend made a surprising discovery in a sealed package of spinach. A live frog was inside it. Amber Warwick of Southfield, Michigan says she bought the package of Earthbound Farms organic spinach from the Major store on Telegraph Road in Southfield, and her daughter examined the package at home, said she started screaming, "Oh my gosh, it is a frog." And they had packaged a live frog in with the spinach salad makings. She said, "Just thank God I didn't eat the frog," is all I've got to say about that. The store issued her a refund. And also bought her new underwear. Oh, boy. So, did anybody do anything interesting or have anything interesting happen over the weekend? I thought it was just a really weekend. It started off, it was really warm Friday evening, so I was able to get in the pool and get it cleaned and do some work on the stairs going into the pool. It's still not seated properly. And then it stormed and rained Friday night, Saturday morning. It was raining when I got up that morning, and it was cool and kind of cloudy and rainy all day. So couldn't get in the pool, couldn't really do any work outside. So just sat around the house. I had some stuff I had to do in the recording studio. So, and then Sunday, same thing. Supposed to be 110 in Portland today. Well, not in Joplin. Today, it's only going to be 80. In fact, tomorrow night is supposed to be 54 for the overnight low. Which, temperatures like that make me think, all right, it's time to put the cover on the pool.
Morning, Heather. Morning, Megan.
Yeah, it is supposed to be back up around 99 this weekend. No, bring it. I am not anxious for summer to be over.
I am.
And it feels like it is ending this week.
Mm-hmm.
Change of seasons is coming. Heather said it's so unusual for the fact that it's up around 110 there right now. Today it's supposed to be that in the Pacific Northwest, which
That's
is
crazy.
Probably an indicator, because usually what they have experienced there usually comes our way.
Wait, no, keep it, Heather. We don't want it.
No, bring it. We need more warm temperatures, more warm weather. I'm not ready for summer to end yet.
It's going to be 50s in the overnight. Can open up the windows,
No.
have a pumpkin
Let
spice
the
latte
serial
in
killers
the
climb
morning.
in.
No.
Then
We
I'll
went very
open up the
different
windows.
directions
We would
there.
never open our windows in Joplin.
Never. We've got
I
very.
mean, we'd open them during the day maybe, but would not leave them that way.
Did you ever hear back about the chat? On a side note.
The chat?
Yeah, the.
We didn't get. I never said anything. That's coming when corporate comes down.
Oh yes, as you've told me 20 times before. Oh, it says our blog should be fixed though. Saw that on Bandcamp.
Oh, is it? Did they? I never got those emails.
It just showed up in my thing this morning. My
Not in
Bandcamp
mine.
review or whatever.
Yeah.
Golly, Zach. The screenshots. I think he's doing this on purpose.
We
He's got it.
secretly believe that they are. Yeah, they moved it up. They haven't. They still show the date on those, which I think is kind of weird.
Yeah, but everything fits now.
Yeah, it does fit.
I think they're making a concerted effort to pick some of the worst screen captures for the.
Yeah, so that Zach picks.
Because
some of
look
the
at me,
worst.
I'm like,
Well, I don't see you that way. Okay, no, wait a minute. When I look at the latest country dirt, it doesn't show you.
but if you go down to the blog, it's the
It
pictures of
does.
me.
Is that the last one? Yeah, the
Last day of summer is September 23rd. See, we got like a whole month. Over a month.
Yeah, but by the time we get there, summer will be way over. That's
Thank
the thing
goodness.
about the start and end of our seasons, which they do that with the calendar, the quarter, whatever, this based on the sun. By the time we get there, we know, like, first day of summer, we're way into summer by the time we get to first day of summer. First day of winter, you're like, really? What's all this that's been happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're way there. So by the time summer ends, first day of fall, we'll be well into it by then.
I think part of it, though, is the fact that it's summer vacation for school and then fall semester. You have that verbiage planted in there. And so it kind of gives the idea of.
That plus 50-degree temperatures at night.
50, yeah.
No, not happy.
Bring it on.
No, thank you.
Let me be cozy in my bed. That sounds so lovely.
We were talking about the eclipse that is coming in April.
In April? You mean later this month?
April is not this month. This is August, but okay.
I thought there was one this month too, though.
I don't know, but the huge solar eclipse, this is going to be one of the biggest ones in our history, will be happening next year in April. April the 8th will be this massive major eclipse. You remember about 5 years ago when we had the massive eclipse that everybody went nuts for and traveled to a particular part of the United States? This one will be bigger than that and will be visible for much, much, much longer. It's going to travel from southwestern Texas all the way up to Maine.
Mm-hmm. So I know on August 21st.
And it is a total solar eclipse.
That's not right. I don't know. I thought there was going to be an eclipse in.
The duration of totality will be up to 4.5 minutes, which is longer than the last one.
Can we have an eclipse party?
I'm sure there will be a lot of them.
We'll grill hot dogs and people can bring their own barbecue sides. We switch
Sure.
into
It'll
El
probably be
Nino
cloudy
or
that
whatever.
day here.
Our weather is going to change too.
You will be able to see it in Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine.
Did you say Missouri?
Texas isn't listed in that. Yes, Missouri. It will travel right over Missouri, mainly
Beautiful.
the southeastern part of the state, but you will be able to see it here. That will be the last total solar eclipse until the year 2045.
Really? Well, then we had to have a party. Going away party for the eclipse or something. Bon voyage.
Bye!
See you in 20 years.
See, what makes it so dangerous is the fact that normally if you stare at the sun, it hurts your eyes, right? And you squint, you look away from it and everything. But because the moon will be in front of it, you'll be able to look directly at it without that protection, because the UV rays will still make it their way to your eyes and still do the damage. They can literally fry your cornea, and you won't even be aware of it.
Scary when you phrase it like that.
That's why you don't want to look at it.
So we'll all get together early here at the studio. We'll make our little shoe boxes to look at it from.
I was looking.
And then we'll grill out and have a eclipse party. Mm-hmm.
2017 was when the last one.
Yes. See, Sarah's down. Sarah says it's a good idea.
I'm blocking out sunshine.
Eclipse pool party barbecue at Randy's house. Megan says it's a date. Yeah. Here we go. 2 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
I've got my review of Silence for Jen's movie Rehab right after Cole Swindell.
On KIX 102.5.
We could scream hootie hoo too. Sounds good to me.
Eclipse. Animals are freaked out by the eclipse.
How's your Scooby sound?
Uh-uh.
Okay, your Scooby was a lot better than theirs. Howl at the moon. Ooh. That's funny. Sort of. Zoinks. That's awesome.
Okay.
So we got options.
Yeah. They probably won't do any new content because of that, but still.
Right.
Doinkies! It will be April the 8th, Sheila. That's when the eclipse is.
Can you do a Steve Irwin voice?
Crikey! Do you know they're redoing Crocodile Dundee?
Really?
Yes, they've got Margot Robbie playing what's her name. And I don't know who's playing Crocodile Dundee. But Margot Robbie is playing the reporter who's his love interest.
Prove it, Sarah. Prove it.
Let's hear it, Sarah. Let's hear it.
2 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 736.
Chance of rain to continue this morning, but sunshine later this afternoon. Highs nearing 80. It's 70 in Joplin.
And we are going to be talking about the time that you fell asleep on the job in the next hour.
You can call or text to let us know your stories at 623-1025.
This weekend, we assigned Jen another movie for... That's supposed to say Jen's movie Rehab right there, but this is where we give Jen a movie to watch over the weekend, then she comes back and reviews it because before she came to work here,
I'd never seen a movie before.
or very few, if any, at all. So we're trying to rehabilitate that situation so she'll know the vast majority of movie references and quotes that we oftentimes make on the show.
Yeah, before Jen's movie rehab, someone would say something and I would just kind of drool out of the corner of my mouth. And what are you talking about? I don't understand.
So now she still drools out of the corner of her mouth, but at least she's able to comment on whatever it is that we're talking about.
So on Friday, you assigned me the movie Silence, which is a Michael Scorsese movie. And
Martin Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese.
Michael. See, she's not there yet.
I'm not
she's
there
not
yet.
there
I'm
yet.
I'm working on it.
Did you watch the movie? Are you sure you
I
watched
really
it?
did watch the movie. You and I have had a really interesting conversation off air about it this morning because it is a movie that really challenges you and the way that you think. And I think that's part of the movie's, I don't know, the glory of it, the interesting side of it is the fact that it challenges even just the way that you handle moral issues. So if you don't really know this movie, it's about these priests who go over to Japan. And it's just the way that they are challenged, the way that they're expected to grow and how their faith is questioned and things like that. And I thought it was a very, very interesting movie, some of which was really hard to watch just because it's really hard to see these people being prosecuted for their beliefs in this way. And just the torture that some of the Japanese went through as Christians was really, really hard to watch. That being said, I thought Andrew Garfield was fantastic. Adam Driver was also in this movie. You had Liam Neeson in this movie. I mean, the cinematography in this movie, of course, as well, is just absolutely stunning. You have
Beautiful,
it's
isn't it?
beautiful. The landscape of Japan was stunning.
And then there's the whole quietness of the whole movie. No soundtrack.
There's no soundtrack or anything like that. And it's, again, it adds to the
Almost awkward.
It does. In some moments it's awkward. In some moments it adds to the intensity of the situation. Like when the two priests realize, oh my gosh, we finally went out and got some sunshine and now we've been spotted.
Yeah.
And that the air is just so thick in that moment. There's no sound, just these pairs of people staring at each other and you don't know what's going to happen. So I thought it was a very good movie. If you want something that's going to challenge your mind, that's going to kind of maybe force you to think about the way that you feel about certain things in your own beliefs, I think Silence is a really good movie to watch. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I give Silence 8.5.
8.5. It's a 10.
It's a really good movie. Do I think it's on the same as Saving Private Ryan? Not quite.
Or Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles was also fantastic. So it's a really good movie. It's one I would not watch with the kids.
It's heavy.
It is very,
heavy.
very heavy. It'll push the way that you believe about things. It'll push your own faith, which I think is a good thing. But I absolutely loved it. Very well done.
So we'll assign her another movie this coming Friday
For Jen's Movie Rehab,
on the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Okay.
Heavy is a good way to phrase it.
Heavy. It's a heavy
I was
movie.
like, what
It
is the word I'm
I'll
looking for?
admit that.
That's it. It's heavy.
So I've watched it about at least 15 times, 16 times. And there's stuff I catch that I missed the previous times every single time I watch it.
Yeah, you gotta call in and let us hear. Everyone wants to hear Sarah. Morning, Tabitha. Good morning, Bush.
Hi, what's up? Yo.
Oh my God.
Word.
Oh my Lanta.
I'm doing the hands.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Was I moving the eye in the sky last night? I wasn't.
Was it moving?
Did you see it moving? There's a good chance that they, storm trackers, whoever was here doing storm coverage, may have been moving.
They may
it.
have moved it.
Morning, Tabitha.
Thanks for sharing the video, Floyd. I bet you did the same thing over on Twitter, too.
Mm.
Did you see the Joplin Mineral and History Museum? They reposted our video.
Did they really?
Mhm.
Cool. Maybe now they'll remember who we are next time we come over. Every time I go over there, and I've taken quite a few tours through there, college groups and everything. And every time they're like, you can tell they're looking at me like, who is this guy?
The Chiefs lost against the Saints yesterday. That was bad. By 2 points.
Is it football season again already?
It's preseason. and it was not. It's frustrating too because so many of the players I feel like that made the Chiefs so fun to watch are just not.
Yeah.
There, Matthew's gone, and I loved Matthew. Tyreek is not Tyreek. Tyreek Hill's gone to Florida. Travis Kelce's still there, and you've got Mahomes still there.
Yeah.
Some of the others, but and it's just a pregame, so I don't need to try not to stress too bad about it, but still.
Oh,
You give other people too much confidence, and that pregame attitude will transfer to, or preseason attitude will transfer to current season.
They're saying this year's hurricane season could be really, really rough.
Why?
Well, they've revised their prediction that they had said before that it was going to be near normal or even below normal.
The Farmer's Almanac said that, or National Weather
this
Service?
is National Weather Service.
Okay.
Now they're saying there's a 60% chance of an above normal level of activity. They already have 21 named storms that they predict are going to happen. Abnormally warm ocean temperatures are the main reason for the updated forecast. But the lead hurricane season forecaster says the record-breaking temperatures in the North Atlantic are likely to counterbalance the effects of El Nino, which usually disrupts hurricane formation.
So for people who don't understand what all that means, can you break it down?
Okay, so what that means is El Nino, which is an El Nino is an adverse weather condition contrary to what the season may be. So
I thought
in
it was
the
a big
summer,
wind.
Huh?
I thought it was a big wind.
It El Nino?
Yeah.
No, El Nino is a front. So it usually comes from the south. There's El Nina and El Nino. El Nino comes from the north. El Nino comes from the south. So with the El Nino front, it would be like cold air temperatures in the middle of the summer. El Nino would be warm air temperatures in the middle of the winter.
El Nina from the north
El Nina
would mean warm. But it's coming from the north. Wouldn't that mean cold?
I may have those backward. So it would mean, I think, cold. Okay, let me just look up what are the differences, and it'll be better than what I'm giving you out from memory.
Maui is gone because of a hurricane, and the hurricanes that are going to hit the U.S. are going to be extremely bad.
It's La Nina.
La Nina.
Okay, El Nino refers to above average sea surface temperatures that periodically develop across the east central equatorial Pacific. La Nina refers to the periodic cooling of sea surface temperatures across the east central equatorial Pacific. So this all happens when I talk about these fronts. Fronts are caused by El Nino, La Nina. But El Nino, La Nina happens in the Pacific Ocean around the equator, and it affects weather conditions all throughout the rest of the world. And the cooling happens during the summer. The warming happens usually during the winter.
You ready? Just kidding.
All right.
So I've got the boy today and tomorrow. And then tomorrow, after the morning show, we're going to drive to Wichita. He's going to go spend a couple days with my dad.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, indeed.
Come back with that whole clean this up. Look at this pigsty.
It'll be super interesting. My dad's never done. He's never watched the kids without me.
Oh, yeah?
There, never.
Don't come back with a haircut.
We'll see.
Yeah.
The boy is very adamant that he likes his hair and you're not going to touch it. We've got a babysitter, and then when the babysitter can't do it, we've got a backup college kid.
How long is he staying there?
He's going to be there Tuesday night, and I'll pick him up Friday afternoon.
That's not enough time to do too much damage. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It should be fun, I hope. And Beans is with Grandma last night, which means from Tuesday night up until the weekend, we are going to be kid-free right before school starts. But I think it'll be fun for them, though. My dad's never had the one-on-one time with my kids before. So I hope they have fun with that. And there's a lot of stuff, of course, to do in Wichita. There's Train Museum and the Exploration Place and Cowtown and the so many different museums. And they just upgraded the Wichita Public Library, and it's got all this cool new technology stuff. And I think it's got like a STEM center even. Tanganyika Wild Park. Okay, Megan, my father cannot party. Oh, wait. You mean Kyle and I? I was going to say, my father cannot party to save his life. He goes to bed earlier than I do, and I get up at 3:30 in the morning. Yes, I'll have to tell my dad. I need my trumpet. Yes, thank you. Don't let me forget, please. I'll bring it in and we can finally do trumpet and jello.
Did you see this new thing on Morning Sidekick?
What new thing?
An episode up earlier.
Which new one?
The cereal that they have.
On Sidekick?
Yeah. Go up and hit daily prep. It's over on the left-hand side. Yellow belly.
Oh. Was that that was the playoff of Yellowstone or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that funny.
No, I didn't either. But they've got 7 episodes. Part of the idea is that they're not releasing a new season of Yellowstone. It's not done because of the writer's strike.
Mm-hmm.
Probably won't be. They're thinking that and normally it would have been coming out right around now.
Mm-hmm.
And there is nothing. So what is happening is CBS is showing all the previous seasons. Now, they're going to start at the beginning and go through, is it nightly or every Thursday night or something like that? They're going to be doing this. I just read about it. And then there is the possibility that the new season might come out as early as November. So
We're going after this song.
they've got a instructional, not that I feel like we could do it on air, but what if it was a podcast or a blog post?
Okay, yeah. I could see that. We could put it up, an episode of podcast.
Yeah.
And then put it up on the blog. I like that.
Maybe.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's compelling enough or interesting enough.
Let's play it for them and see what they
It's
think.
only a minute, so is that a... KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 750.
Chance of rain to continue, but sunshine in the afternoon. Highs nearing 80. It's 70 in Joplin.
It's kind of a rainy day. It's the kind of day you wish you could sleep in.
I wish we could, but
Well, unless you
No.
can do it at work. I mean, that's what we're talking about in the next hour is the time you fell asleep on the job.
if it's going to happen, it's going to happen on a day like this when it's
Yeah.
rainy and dark outside still.
But you got to get used to getting up earlier and getting around because back to school is just right around the corner.
We're like a week away. Back
Yeah.
to school is 1 week from today, so get ready.
Well, a lot of the kids aren't ready. There's still a lot of stuff that needs to be done before the summer is over.
Well, are you talking about like shopping that needs to be done or
No.
the kids stuff that they got to do?
There's all sorts of things they've got to educate themselves with.
Like what?
Well, like some summer vacation.
No, school's finally back just to end it.
So keep it locked here on your favorite station.
We'll show you some good ways to spend it.
Like maybe learning karate from fighting that bully so he no longer has the power.
To get purple nurples with a really hard twist. Or beat you in the locker room shower. Focus on your grades, don't screw around a lot.
And make the best use of your brain.
Don't flip your coach the bird, or he will have you dead and you won't play in any games.
As you can see, there's a whole lot of stuff to do because school's back this fall.
So stick with us, cause this is the show to get you through it all. So stick with us, cause this is the show to get you through it all.
It's Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen on the 4 states #1 for country.
Like it so?
Yeah, more so. So, anyway, guys, we've got a something that we're considering doing something with. That's a good description. So, Yellowstone will not be coming out this fall.
Right.
Instead, it's going to be run on CBS. So, wait a minute. I had an email from them talking about this. Let me see if I can find it. Yes. So Kevin Costner screwed everything up, and the writers' strike really screwed everything up. There are no new shows to run this fall. CBS has decided to run Yellowstone from the beginning on Sunday nights. So that will give the most popular show on television an even bigger audience, is what it's going to do.
Right.
And in addition, there is a good chance that those final 6 or maybe 7, this is the final season of Yellowstone that's coming out soon, will start airing in November. So because of that, our people that help us out sometimes put together a little show, minute to 90-second long episode of something called Yellow Belly, which is a parody on the show Yellowstone. We're not real sure about it. So they've got here's a promo for it. Okay, let you hear just a little bit of this. This is the commercial for it that they gave us.
Coming to this station, one family's incredible saga. Saga? Is it saga or saga? Coming to this station, one family's incredible Sega. Yellow Belly.
Okay, so that's a commercial.
It's that kind of humor.
Yeah. So
and you don't have to have ever seen Yellowstone, Sarah. I think, for
you
this
don't have
work.
to have watched it.
Nah.
It stands alone on its own. In fact, here's a little bit about why we're considering running it.
Coming to this station, Yellow Belly. It's bucking funny.
Yep.
Bucking like a horse, So here is one of the episodes. We're going to let you guys hear it, and you decide. We're not considering running it on the radio.
No.
We don't have room for it. We don't have time for it. But we were thinking maybe we could put it on our blog post. The only thing is it's not very long. I don't know if there's
I think that's fine.
a lot of value.
There is. Some of Kyle's favorite podcasts that he follows are the ones that have minute-long episodes that come out.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we
Just
drop
real
them
snippets.
all at once. What do you think? Or
I think we could do.
would it be better to do it on a weekly?
I think we should do it on a week.
To me, there's not enough payoff. There's not enough reward.
Let's let them hear it first,
Okay.
and then we'll go from there.
I'm going to let you hear one episode. We're
Because
going
if
to
it's
do
not even worth it,
the
then-
90-second episode. See what they think.
Okay.
Okay? So this will be not long, but it'll be longer than what we usually let you listen to. Listen close. We want your opinion. Should we put it on the website as a serial? Okay? So an episode would appear every week. Here's the first episode.
And now, by gum, Yellow Belly.
Kids, supper time. Come on in for a family dinner. Headcase, come on in, son.
Yeah, Pa, dude.
Shamey, my lawyer, son. Come on and
Shamey.
eat.
Oh,
Jamie.
yes, Father.
Where's your sister, Death?
She's outside
Death.
wrestling a moose.
Death Sutton, cut that out and get in here for supper.
Yes, Daddy.
Children, somebody is trying to steal the Yellow Belly Ranch.
And now,
Sorry.
They've been after the ranch ever since your great-grandpappy Sutton broke that first treaty. It all started in 1887. 87.
Great Grandpappy Sutton, give me a ranch.
No! And then, in 1947,
John Sutton III, give me your ranch.
No.
Then give me your lunch money.
No.
all I know is the varmint is some sort of East Coast educated lawyer type.
Whoa!
Why, shucks, Daddy.
Why, whoever could that incorrigible miscreant be? Hmm?
Yeah, now since you're my legal heirs, it's gonna be up to you to pull together as a family and save the Yellow Belly Ranch. I know y'all hate each other's guts, but you're gonna have to work together as a family and, where'd everybody go? Well, Mr. Moose, I guess it's just you and me. Pass the chicken. You gonna eat all that salad?
So what do you guys think?
What do you think? Honest opinions only
yes,
here.
please.
Yeah. Be brutal.
Doesn't do us any good. Spare our feelings.
Megan said, ha, 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 ha.
No, that was before. That was before we even played
Oh,
it.
okay.
That's not an accurate.
So I accidentally started another version of it over the top of that. Sheila likes it.
Do you like it like, or do you like it like?
I've got to hear
That's
the
pretty
next
good. I want to hear
one.
the next one.
not really a cliffhanger that ties you over into the next one. So each one's kind of standalone.
Play it once a week.
We wouldn't play it on the air.
Yeah, it would just be a block
It would be on. Now, let me ask you this. Is it interesting enough that if we shared a link to it on Facebook, you would go listen to it, or that you would look for it on the website?
Mm-hmm.
Would you go looking for it, or is it like, eh? Jimmy said, I wanted to keep listening.
Okay.
That's 3 of you that's answered. Come on.
Harry, what do you think?
Floyd? Huh?
Tabitha, you still here? What do you think? Sarah, what do you think? Heather?
Megan says, I'd follow the link.
Okay. Okay, Jimmy would look
Yes,
for
we'd
it.
go look for it. Here's another commercial for it.
Coming to this station, Yellow Belly. And now you'll know the west of the story.
So would we start it out that way where we just play a couple promos or something?
I don't see how we could use those. Unless I could tie it off and say a new episode of Yellow Belly is available now at KIX1025.com and then go into that commercial.
That's not a bad idea.
KIX 102.5, maybe. Have John Williard introduce it.
Uh-huh.
Since there's no Yellowstone this season, go to KIX1025.com to check out our alternative, Yellow Belly.
There you go.
And then play
Mm-hmm.
It's Bucking Funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd use that
I don't know if I'd use that one either, but
I like the Saga one.
if it ain't doing what you think, pull it. Excuse me. Did you hear our Yellow Bellies?
She may have missed it.
You may have missed it, yeah.
I ain't playing it again, Sarah. What we really need is a good graphic, and unfortunately, they did not give us that.
I bet Zach could make us one.
I kind of want something animated, cartoony off the Yellowstone, but can he do that?
He's got a whole website full of animations and stuff that he has access to. Because when we made a couple changes to the
Country Dirt.
Country Dirt, thank you. And part of it was just real simple things like putting my name at the bottom in the lower third.
Mm-hmm.
And he was able to make it.
Might play one of these for him and ask him, see what he says. Because I think that would be an essential part of it, is having the right graphic. We might look at Yellowstone and see what comes up for, like they've got the picture of them sitting on the front porch, the family, and John Dutton has the gun on his leg and everything. If we could recreate something like that. Let me see if I can find it. There's already a black stone.
Okay. Hopefully he'll stop by here.
So if he could get some cowboy cartoon, something that's funny, really needs to be funny, that may be a challenge for him. And then we put just the word Jellostone or Jellystone over it. I like Jellostone. I wish they'd done that.
Jellostone. I like that better too. Sarah says, what I heard of it was pretty funny. Like a guy riding a yellow belly buffalo
Yeah.
all cartoon. Like, yeah.
Redneck cowboy, with buck tooth and stuff. Maybe. I wish we could go through and look at them.
That's what he did.
One.
He and I sat down and I asked him to swing by when he gets a chance before the show's up this morning.
Yeah. Shoji Tabuchi died.
I don't know. A chance of rain to continue in the morning, but sunshine in the afternoon, a high near 80. We'll see clear skies with lows in the upper 50s tonight. Sunshine and 77 for tomorrow. Sunshine 83 for Wednesday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is showing some heavy clouds, even some light drizzle around the 4 states.
69 in Neosho, 68 in Pittsburgh, 69 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
Well, if it's going to happen, it'd be on a day like today. We're talking about the time you fell asleep on the job.
You know what happens to the best of us, really?
So text or tell us the story about when you fell asleep on the job at 623-1025.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
Here's Luke Bryan
On the 4 states number 1 for country.
KIX 102.5. If we can get a graphic together, then we will do it. To me, a graphic is the most challenging part. We've got all the episodes. There's 7 of them.
90 seconds.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted.
Oh, I get it now. Head Casey is Casey.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Death for Beth. And what was the other one? Jamie? Shamey.
Shamey.
Okay. They have an intro for it too, I see.
Is it good?
So you can use if you had a sponsor for it. I don't think so. I want to hear it.
Hold on to your horses. It's time for Yellow Belly.
Cut it off. We could just do that
Mhm.
and then go into the episode.
Yeah.
Nice if we had John doing it. I could see
Great.
him.
I wanna
They
put
could get the back to school thing fleshed out so I could put that together because I've only got one more page left for this month to send off to John. He's
Mhm.
getting ready to go on vacation very soon. For like 2 weeks, he's going to be gone.
Oh, geez.
So
We need to get moving.
I need them to get their stuff together. And of course, it's going to be the day before or week
Of course it will be.
Starts next week.
On Monday, right? Yeah. Third Thursdays this week.
Yep. Brett James is going to be out there.
We're going to have Lori Hahn in on Tuesday or Wednesday.
August 30th is when he leaves. So I should have time to get this into him if they will get their stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to Italy, Greece, Croatia, and Western Turkey in Ephesus.
Wow. That'll be amazing. I hope he takes pictures. Don't do that. Have you seen the ads for the new movie Jules?
Jules?
Jules.
No, I don't think so. What's it about?
Jules is an alien. And it's interesting
Is it? Is it?
what they chose to do with Jules.
So now that I've watched all the Grand Tour episodes, Jeremy Clarkson and James May and
Yeah.
Richard Hammond, and came to the end, my wife cried when they got to where they ended the show as it was with a studio audience. So they're now just doing the specials that they do, the episodes where they go on trips and stuff, which really are the best ones. But I didn't realize they've been doing this for like 20 years. So I'm like, where's the old episode? So I go back looking for the old episodes of Grand Tour.
Mm-hmm.
There are none. So it's because it was called something else when it was on BBC. It was, what was it called? Anyway, it was under a different name. I went and searched and finally found the other episodes under the other name on Amazon and started watching. It's so weird that they're 20 years ago. They look like, like they're 11, all of them, except for Jeremy Clarkson. He looks like he's in his 40s, which now he looks like he's in his 90s. So,
How old is he really?
60 something, in his 60s,
Morning, Kathy.
and it's just as good. The old episodes are well, the TV show in the studio and everything is too much about cars and stuff, which is supposedly all about cars, but the specials where they go out and do ridiculous things, cross country and other,
Gives you more
road trips.
personality.
Yeah, it's a lot better. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:10.
A chance of rain to continue, but we'll see sunshine late in the afternoon. Highs right around 80. It's 69 in Joplin.
Here's a perfect question for a Monday. Tell us about the time that you fell asleep at your workplace.
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
Even if it was just dozing off at your desk, we want to hear about it.
Especially on a rainy day like today. I feel like it's going to happen to somebody out there.
You can also tell us about it on Facebook.
It's Megan Maroney.
On KIX 102.5. What? Ryan just texted me.
Who did? We have like 2 more weeks in August and we're done. What the heck? There's a point I feel like in the year where things just start to take off and go.
Oh my gosh.
And we are right there on the precipice of it. Is ya okay?
Nose is itching.
You want me
Tickling.
chop it off? If you give me the skizzers, I'll do it.
So Reddit asked a question over the weekend. What is it that you invested thousands of hours in that is pointless? Like this one person took 2 years of French instead of Spanish in high school and lives in Texas.
Yeah, there you go.
That's one of the things on the show that I've noticed. They did a whole episode about what's wrong with France? What's up? What's wrong with them? Because, and they go over their cars and their vehicles and the way that they treat things and approach things and everything. They are pretty, like Did you know it is illegal to eat lunch at your desk in France? It is illegal
Why?
to eat. I mean, you will be fined. They want you have to go to a restaurant.
Or get out of there.
Like advertising in France has to be in the French language. You cannot have logos and stuff. So Red Bull logo, Red Bull does not say Red Bull. It says whatever the word is for Red Bull. It says that. But and there's other just really stupid, backwards approached ideas and things like. But there are some other things like the French people will not take certain things. Like they put traffic cameras out. So the public at large went out and tore them all down, all of them, and spray painted them. And when they made the speed limit 50 miles an hour is the top speed limit everywhere, people went out and just parked in the roads. All over the entire nation of France, they parked on all the roads and would not leave until they reversed that. And they did. So they caved.
French people are very stubborn.
And weird. This whole cultural nationalism that France has is ridiculous. One person said, I spent half my Army career in various schools learning to repair nuclear missiles. Now I do desktop support and teach new guys how to install printers remotely. I spent hours sorting and organizing my MP3 collection.
Yeah. Hey. Look, he just commented on our topic today.
Who did? Oh.
She and her hubby are so cute together.
Yeah. You're not friends?
Mm-mm. I could add her.
Yeah. Oh, she is nice. But
Yes. Well, yeah.
a lot.
She's real sweet. We talked that one day.
Does have some drama to be expected.
You guess. I can't wait for Christmas too. Yeah.
Well, you're going to have to because it does not come till December 25th. It's not going to be here early. Give it up. Blue Bowl would be weird, wouldn't it, though, Megan?
133 days until Christmas. Did I tell you the story of Kyle wanting to propose on air?
No.
I don't think I told you this. So maybe I should save the story for on air. He had wanted to propose on his birthday because he had the day off on air. But you were on vacation that day. And so he didn't do it. And so he knows how important radio is to me. And we were talking about it the other day. And we've talked about doing something like actually getting married on air.
Oh. Well, that could be a whole event.
Because you're ordained, right? You could actually be the one to marry us.
I actually thought about this the other day when you were talking about getting married and everything, and I thought if that ever was something, I don't think I'd want to be the minister.
Why not?
I think I'd want to be the play-by-play. I'd want to call play-by-play.
No, that's not how this works. It's a wedding.
And maybe not. If it was written out well enough, maybe it was something could be done.
Oh, hold on. We got to go.
Megan says, do it! KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Want to know about the time you fell asleep at work?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Here's Scotty on KIX.
I think that would be... Plus, there would need to be... I mean, you think about logistically, if we're both over there, what's happening over here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. But I thought it would be a lot better and for entertainment value, for listenability, if that was happening too. And it would make it morning kicksy, that whole aspect of treating it like a sports event.
Could MJ or Brett pull it off, you think?
Probably. MJ could, I'm thinking, the two of us doing, one doing call and one doing color, and we could even definitely write all this out.
So then maybe Brett could be the minister.
Maybe.
Make it a whole KIX thing.
Or maybe just get any old body. Maybe one of these people.
Oh,
maybe
that could be fun.
I'm seeing Megan right there, thinking, oh, wow.
Megan would. Oh my gosh, that would be so fun.
Why do I think Megan is an ordained minister? Why is that? Why am I thinking that?
Megan, if you did right, oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. If you did our wedding, if you were the one to actually marry us.
Or somebody on here.
Or somebody.
Could
That
do a
would make
giveaway.
it so much more special.
Win a chance to wed Jen.
That would just make
You could marry Jen if you were the winner of our phrasing.
That would just make it so much more special, though, is to have it be one of the KIX fam,
She doesn't work here anymore, Dorinda. So that's something to think about. There's a whole bunch of different opportunities here.
Yeah.
But I've been thinking about that, and for some reason, I always forget to talk. For the past week, I've been having conversations with other people about this.
Yeah.
And they'd come up with you could do where everything is sponsored like they do now,
That'd be hilarious.
And throw out these stupid, obscure statistics,
Mm-hmm. Notice
that Jen took 8 steps with her left foot down the aisle, but it was only 9 with her right, or 7 with her right, By the way, you might find this interesting. During rehearsal, it took her 16 steps to make it. All these stupid, obscure statistics that they do during baseball.
Yeah. Can we let the sales team decorate the studio?
If you think they would. Yeah.
They would. They've already offered. Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 820.
Sunshine later this afternoon, highs in the low 80s. It's 69 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast, tell you about much cooler temperatures. Tomorrow night's supposed to be down in the 50s.
54! Bring it on. And then you can wake up and have the windows open and drink pumpkin spice lattes.
Stop it.
And then it's
Stop
fall.
it.
Yay!
Summer's not over yet.
It's going to be in the 50s, Randy's. Suck it up and just go with it.
Near triple digits by the weekend.
I don't want to talk about that.
So this morning, we are talking about the time you fell asleep on the job. A day like today, that would engender that.
You can give us a call or let us know the time that you fell asleep on the job, 623-1025.
Yes, I have. I was about 18 years old, just started working overnight shift at Wendy's, and I put in a little over 70 hours that week, and one Saturday night I'm at work, and my boss comes around the corner and smacks me because I'm standing up sleeping on the line. We had a drive-through with about 15 cars in it, and I'm just standing there sound asleep.
Nap time.
Yeah, I got fired.
Have you ever fallen asleep on the job?
Yeah, I drive a big bus here in Springfield, and I had working lots of long, crazy hours, and I was back-to-back 60, 70-hour weeks, and I was working a late shift, waiting to pick up a person around like 9 or 10 o'clock, and laid down, and I'm not sure how long I slept for, but fortunately, it wasn't a real big deal, but I probably was a half hour late picking them up.
Waiting on the bus all day.
Oh, where's the bus?
Have you ever fallen asleep at work or at school?
Oh, yeah. Back when I used to work for my old man, we were leveling houses, and I was underneath the house, and I fell asleep waiting on him.
He was like, where did he go? I don't know. Can't find him.
I tell you what.
Tell us about the time you fell asleep on the job. One time I fell asleep while giving the weather forecast.
How do you fall asleep actually in the middle of doing it?
Well, I was still playing music at that time, and we did a series of gigs where we had to, it was like 3-4 days a week, and then I had to be at work the next morning, so I'm exhausted, running on 2 hours of sleep the entire week, each night, and I'm in the middle of talking and just drifted off. And then I woke up and realized what I had done and didn't know how long I'd been asleep for or what had happened. And so I couldn't remember what I'd just been saying. So, we just hit the liner thing and went on.
And you still have no idea how long you were out for?
No idea. Nobody said anything. So I'm like, phew.
So tell us about the time you fell asleep on the job, 623-1025.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
Okay, so here's the deal. Randy's ordained and he could do it, but it'd be better, I think, if he's on the mic.
So I checked into that too. I'm not still ordained. You have to do this renewal thing, and I have not. So I haven't been for years.
Hold on. Megan says, I'll help, but won't be responsible for all of it. I'll need a script.
Right.
Okay.
Well, whoever did the officiating, we would just get a copy of, there's multiple wedding ceremonies you can do from the Reverend Sam's. Ministers go over that with the couple before they're married. So they go through and choose what type of vows they want to have during their ceremony. So all that can be written, the introduction, the closing.
Not anymore. Yeah, I definitely want to have my own vows for Kyle.
And then they would need to also be able to work around what was happening over here. So that would be important. So the plan would be to have probably would bring my 421 mic and put over so it would capture everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'd probably have to run that out of phase logistically so that I could still be over here on the mic. So there would have to be a little bit of this and that.
Mm-hmm.
So because all of this would be being carried live
on air. I think Megan would add so much to it, Kathy
I
says.
think I could hear like the ESPN Sports Center music. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun. And now we're live. The whole thing. I think that could be hilarious.
I think it'd be super fun.
Yeah.
Definitely a wedding to remember.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Can we do this? Can we do this?
Video
yes.
of the whole thing and us sitting over sideline, We're back at the studio for Jen's Wedding 2023.
I love it. I love it.
Brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers. Don't have a wedding without cracking open an ice cold Budweiser.
I mean, we would need time to get everything squared away, Kyle and I would.
Yeah.
I don't think so it wouldn't be something that would happen like this month or even next month. Maybe December.
Got to give him time to run.
Thank you.
Well, maybe in December. Oh, a Christmas wedding. There you go. Christmas decorations, wedding, yeah.
Yes.
We can do holly and
it would be so pretty.
Garland everywhere, and yeah.
Okay, so it can't be the week before or after Christmas because those are going to be insane.
Well, one of us will be gone each one of those weeks. So maybe 2 weeks before, maybe.
On a Friday? That feels like a Friday thing.
Oh, yeah, definitely a Friday thing.
Maybe December 15th?
Yeah.
That's a Friday. What are you doing December 15th, Megan? Dorinda says, I want to be there. I'll help.
Okay.
Perfect.
She can help, yeah. Well, you're going to need some bridesmaids, best men, that sort of thing, aren't you?
Yes. It'll be so good.
There's a wedding dress. There'll be fittings.
Oh, my gosh. What am I going
all
to
that
wear?
good stuff.
I don't know what I'd wear. There we go. December 15th works for Megan.
I bet you could get Joanne's to help out.
You think so?
I bet you could. Brett could. That's his account, or it always has been.
They haven't been on in a while, Joanne's.
It's because they don't need it.
Yeah. Good morning, Scott. Sheila says, I want to be there and help. Kathy says, December weddings are the best. Colors. Oh, I don't know. Colors.
Green.
I mean, if it's going to be Christmassy, I feel like it's got to be green and red.
Green and red,
silver
yeah.
and gold or something,
Yeah, I think so.
Red and gold.
So, yeah, I think me and whoever else it is sitting over here doing the color commentary and play-by-play action, and just really running it into the ground. Like Bob Eubanks, is it Bob Eubanks? Or what's his name that was on Major League, which she's never seen. So maybe we ought to watch that between now and then. Get you ready for it.
theme would be Christmas, probably. I mean, his last name is Summers, so it's kind of the opposite of Christmas or winter, which is funny.
I think that would be a cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be, I mean, getting married in here would be a visual thing, but for the broadcast, for over the air, for the radio, the play-by-play calling of it would give an auditory entertainment level that could make it really, really funny, really good.
Yeah, agreed. Well, Dorinda planned for it to be on December 15th.
The kind of thing you
tentative thing
could not move your ears away from. You know, you'd have to stay right there. Without that, take that element out and just have that, I feel like it would miss a lot. It needs that to be able to provide the descriptive.
Right.
And doing it as a sportscast adds the funny into it.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Jimmy says red, yes. Probably red.
Might even get some national headlines out of this.
In what way?
All Access, NAB.
All Access is closing.
RAB. Huh? Yeah, they are, but the certain part of them still going to stay open as a news magazine.
Yeah.
And Radio Inc. would be all over this, I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe NAB.
Yes, the date, December 15th, I think is what we're going to go with. Fire Orange. I don't want orange.
That's October.
Yeah. Wrong holiday. I'll go bring it up to sales and see what they say too. They were super excited. They were like, "Oh my gosh, we'll have a potluck afterward and we'll all bring food and
You fall asleep in someone's arms. So Jen Turhorse says she fell asleep during the middle of a 30-minute hug. I don't think that's what sex with your husband is called. And falling asleep during it is a commentary on performance, I believe.
Oh. A bridal shower, yes.
Yes, got to do all that.
Mm-hmm. I think this could be so much fun. So much fun.
December 15th. Let's tentatively put that down and start working toward this.
Yeah.
You remember back, we'll be able to say, remember when we started working on this back in August? So I think this could be a whole thing.
I don't know what all we would need to make it work, though, frankly. Like,
what do you mean need?
I've never planned a wedding. What do I do?
Well, you need you and Ryan, of course.
Okay, we got that.
And you need an official.
Megan, okay. What time? I don't know what time.
What else do you need? We don't. But now anything you wanted to add on top of that would be gravy.
I love gravy.
Gravy's good. If it's white gravy. Brown gravy, get out of here with that crap.
Yes.
Right now.
Say that again for sure. What time? I don't know.
In the morning.
Sometime in the morning? I don't know when we would do it.
Like maybe 9 o'clock. Maybe we spend the whole rest of the morning getting ready for that.
Ooh, okay. There we go.
Or 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, I think.
8 o'clock would be better. Yeah. Because they've got to go. There'll have to be a reception afterward.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Cake and everything here.
Yeah.
And we invite everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that could be huge.
I mean, Sales already talked about doing a potluck. They're already on it.
Reception. We've got to do the whole thing. MJ can DJ it.
Yeah.
Or we can turn up the speakers.
That is
the
so
whole
fun.
thing. Yes.
Yes.
So this would be a limited invite. We couldn't invite everybody.
How's it going? Thank you for stopping by. So
Hey,
we have an idea.
We have one of our services has put together a parody of the show Yellowstone that they're calling Yellow Belly. And since there is no Yellowstone coming out this fall, CBS is going to be airing all the old seasons because of the writer's strike and Kevin Costner being a douche. Anyway, we thought, we don't want to run it on the air, but we thought this might be something we could put on our blog post if we had the appropriate graphic to go with it. She brought up and said that you have a lot of resources. So I'm thinking about the...
Because we like the idea of doing something kind of animated with it.
Yeah, something
kind of
cartoony, because it is kind of cartoony.
Right.
So, they've got this thing right here for the show. if we could somehow put together some really over-the-top, goofy-looking animated cowboys and maybe a cowgirl like this in this kind of theme and build a graphic for our post, 720 by 400 to go in it. I said, unless we had the right graphic with it, I wouldn't want to do it. But I think if we could do something like that, but with animated characters, and she said you might have some like redneck cowboys and stuff that we could Photoshop in together in front of a log cabin background. Even this background would probably be okay, except it's probably copyrighted.
Is that something you can do?
She said she might come look with you and help you and maybe help pick out something so it's not just a crap shoot and you sitting there trying to do something on spec. And if we could do that, then we might want to run with this thing.
Mm-hmm. There's something else to do on the website, you know.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. Just come find me whenever. We'll do it. Okay. Thank you. Here we go. Seg.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Wanting to know about the time you fell asleep on the job.
623-1025.
Here's Sam Hunt on KIX.
As we come out of that before we go into our other stuff.
Yeah. Red, black, silver with touches of yellow to blend in with the logo. Oh, we got the logo to do it too.
Oh, that's right.
I'm losing my voice.
Well, you get to mix in red, yellow, green, and black. That's going to be a weird combination, but...
Well, I mean, if we're going to get married with the KIX background, Christmas may not work.
Yeah. Well, maybe black, yellow, and maybe some green garland as the alternate color.
Can we do black, gold, and green? I don't know.
Black and gold would be all right, I feel like.
That'd be fine, I think. And then just hints of green garland and things like that.
I was just thinking the garland would be real easy to do an arch with and maybe to decorate the studio with and stuff. You guys work all that out. That's the wonderful thing about me being the sports commentary guy. And we'll write all that out and we'll try to coincide it with the whole process. So once we get to figuring out how this is going to work, you know...
I'll message you after the show.
Ryan looks pretty nervous. Yeah, but he's been preparing for this, Randy. He's been up here training since the rehearsals yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And has only passed out twice. And
starting to have hives on his
and it'd be like a golf cart. Okay, looks like him. Does he? Yes, he has the ring. Oh, almost missed the right finger.
Still there? Yes.
Not that finger, Ryan. It's the he got it on the right finger. So
not the toes, Jen. Put your foot down.
Did someone fart?
I'm going to show up and pull a Jeff Foxworthy. What does that mean, Scott?
Do you have to have Jeff Foxworthy here to pull on him? I'm not sure what that means. So we can invite, special people from the KIX family to be here for it.
Yeah.
And to be here for the reception.
I think that'd be super fun. Ooh, yay. Send us pictures, Kathy.
Kathy might give you some ideas there.
That's a great idea. This could be so fun. And how many people can say they got married on the radio?
Could be iconic, yeah. How many people want to say they got married on the radio?
I just love that's where his mind went with proposing.
That is.
That's such a cool thing.
How supportive is that?
Yeah.
Need a photographer? Yes, we do.
Yes.
Gary Crow. Can be nobody else. It has to be Gary. We'll talk to him about that.
She said, witnesses. Sheila, you'll be a witness if you come.
Yeah. We will need witnesses.
Here we go. 10 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:36.
Sunshine this afternoon, highs right around 80. It's 69 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast. Plus, we've got the Morning KIX takeover starting in just 15 minutes.
So go get on the KIX app and go vote for the songs that you want us to play back for you.
But we're wanting to know about the time you fell asleep on the job.
You can call or text to let us know, 623-1025.
Have you ever fallen asleep on the job?
I worked in a carpet mill. We dyed carpet, and I worked between the steamer and the dryer.
Oh, so it's really warm.
Oh, yes, and steamy and heat. and everything. So I fall asleep. I'm sitting in my chair. My head is down. All of a sudden, I wake up and I see shoes. And I hear a voice. That says, Waylon. I threw my hand up like 1 minute, and then I waited just a second, and then I kind of saw it, and I said, amen. And then I raised up and looked at him and said, yes, sir.
Did he buy it?
He kind of shook his head, but he kind of couldn't say anything either because he didn't want to infringe on my religious beliefs or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So I got away with it.
Here, I'm writing this one
That's
down.
so
That's a good
genius.
idea. Yeah.
Have you ever fallen asleep at work?
I just got back from maternity leave, and I fell asleep in the women's bathroom where I worked, and my fellow women let me sleep for about an hour.
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom. we had chairs in the bathroom, and I sat down and I fell asleep, and they let me sleep. They covered for me for about an hour.
That's awesome that they would cover for you. Like, that's some good coworkers.
Right.
Well, I wasn't getting much sleep because, baby kept me up all night.
Hey, Jim, will you cover for me while I go take a nap in the bathroom?
You're not a new mom.
You don't know that. We've got chairs in our bathroom, too.
No, not the kind of chairs you want to sit on, though.
Yeah, I know. Your legs would go to sleep.
Tell us about the time that you fell asleep on the job.
Have you ever fallen asleep on the job?
Yeah, whenever I was actually going through AIT for the Army, really comfortable computer chairs. They're like really plush leather. I was rocking back in one of those, and I had fallen asleep, and I had a chew in, and I had swallowed my chew, and right whenever I had swallowed it, my drill sergeant came up behind me and grabbed me by the ear and yanked me and threw me out of the chair and told me to wake up.
Rock-a-bye, little soldier in the
treetop.
Oh, my gosh. Just the mental image of that is, ooh.
Tell us about the time you fell asleep on the job.
Call it Texas 623-1025.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
We forgot to promote Sam Hunt.
Yep, I'll be right back. Poinsettias, for sure.
Yeah, there you go. They're poisonous.
Well, don't eat them, Randy.
That's smart, good advice. Think I could use my alias. You wouldn't be ashamed to get married by the one and only Wildflower Hippie Mama. I think that's the only way we can refer to you. The Reverend Wildflower Hippie Mama. The Reverend, her Reverendness Wildflower Hippie Mama. Scott said, when they say, if anybody has any objections to why this couple should not be joined in holy matrimony, speak now or forever hold their peace. He's going to stand up and say, I love her and she's carrying my baby. And now that would be hilarious, Scott. We could just say, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Have two people just carry you right out the door, That would actually be really funny. I got to remember that. Oh, my gosh. That's hilarious. Even if it's not you, somebody is going to do that. Just hear them off microphone. You can see them saying that, and you're listening to it in your car driving down the road, and you say, speak now or forever hold your peace. I love her, and she's carrying my baby. And we go, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Who let him in? And then it just continues like nothing happened. That would be hilarious. Yes, that is going to be a thing. Yes, has to happen, Scott. That's going to be at the top of my to-do list to make that happen. Such visualization there. I love it. So I've got to look up the what was his name from Major League? Cast. He was played by Bob Uecker. He played Harry Doyle. So, Major League Harry Doyle quotes. So, just a bit outside. Just a reminder, fans, coming up is our Die Hard night here at the studio, so... Let me see. In case you haven't noticed, and judging by the attendance, you haven't, the couple has managed to win a few here and there and are threatening to climb out of the cellar. see. Pushes this one's towards South America. Tomlinson's going to need a visa to catch this one. It's out of here, and there's nothing left but a vapor trail. That. Ryan leads the league in the most offensive categories, including nose hair. When this guy sneezes, he looks like a party favor. Those kind of things. We could put a bunch of those lines together. Oh, I think so. It could. I don't think we should tell her about that, Scott. I don't think we should let her know at all. Just let that be a thing, and they have to react then in the moment. I think that would be better. There's going to be a lot. There's got to be a lot of those things that we just don't tell her about. She finds out during the ceremony, so that it doesn't get too touchy-feely. No, Megan. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's got to be some things that we have for surprises for her. So that will, especially as they're trying to be serious and we're trying to crack them up and they're trying to hold it together. I think that will be hilarious. Yeah, definitely delete it, Scott. Definitely delete it. We don't want her to know. No, there's a lot of these things we're going to have to put together. A lot of the calling. I don't think I want her to read it beforehand or hear it beforehand or know what we're going to do. And there'll be some ad-lib stuff, of course. Of course. Probably not. I've noticed whenever I delete stuff. Yeah, it's still there. We just won't say anything about it. There's so many opportunities in this that we could do. And I like the idea of me being the official, but unfortunately that takes so much control out of the show. And also, it's only good for the people who are watching it. It doesn't give anything to the people who are listening. So I think this will be way better. So December 15th. That means I won't start writing this until December 14th. So we'll have to do a rehearsal like the day before. I doubt that will be on the air.
Did you see the cookie cake in the break room?
No. What? Cookie cake? What?
There's cookie cake in the break room.
Gosh.
Go get you some. Yes. I can be married by the one and only flower or wildflower hippie mama. That would be awesome. Morning, Kenda. Wait. What did I not catch? What happened? What did I miss? I missed something, didn't I? I wonder if Jen's going to catch that. You standing up and saying I love her and she's carrying my baby. Don't you dare do that on my wedding day. Nothing. We need to make a group chat. Aw, guys. I love it.
Just got approval from operations.
Wait, got to grab my loaf? Your loaf of what did y'all talk about when I was
Don't
gone?
grab your loaf. Hey, listen, guys, you cannot be doing that on the internet, okay?
If it snowed that day, go out in the snow and get married. I'd
So
love to
we
get
just
married
got
in the snow.
approval from operations for this.
Yay! I'm so excited.
And then go on like nothing happened.
We're going after this song.
It is a go. It is
It's a
happening.
go. We're
Get
doing
married
it.
on the radio.
And I'm going to get married by the one and only Wildflower Hippie Mama.
The Right Reverend Wildflower Hippie Mama.
So the right reverend as opposed to the wrong reverend?
Maybe it is the wrong Reverend.
Instead of the notorious B.I.G., the notorious
I think we need
Wildflower Hippie Mama.
some music to bring her out by, like they do on sports events. Da-da-da, da-da-da, and now.
You got to make it a little bit romantic. So wait.
Well, in the moment it will be romantic, but everything else has got to be. We'll do the actual music going down and the golf announcers, So, but everything
Here we go,
else on the fringes will be lampooned, I think. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:49.
Sunshine this afternoon, highs right around 80. It's 69 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in the next 30 minutes, and we've got the Morning KIX takeover starting in just 4 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app. Go vote for the songs that you want us to play back for you.
But we're talking about the time you fell asleep on the job. Like, a lot of you don't realize I've been asleep the entire morning right here. Jen knows.
Inevitably, on days like today when it's rainy, someone's going to fall asleep, right? It's
Yeah.
bound to happen.
She's like, what's wrong? Are you asleep? And I'm like, yeah.
It's really impressive how you've managed to do it with your eyes open and still be
They're not open.
asleep, though.
What I did was at 6:15 this morning, I drew eyeballs on my eyelids. So
Wow,
they've been
you're a really good artist.
Thank you. Have you ever fallen asleep on the job?
I work at a hospital here in town, and I'm an operator. So basically, I answer the incoming phone calls. I page doctors for doctors. If there's a code blue or any medical gas problems, I'm in charge of all that overnight.
So when have you fallen asleep on the job before? What happened?
Well, I had fallen asleep and woke up to security banging on the door because, of course, you have to have a code to get in. And they were banging on the door because they thought like I was hurt or dead or something on the other side. Well, needless to say, I just kind of brushed it off. I was off 2 weeks for surgery, and I come back, and my boss pulls me in the office and shows me the video. And
oh, no.
I'm like, yep. You caught me because it's all on camera in our office. But it's not easy staying awake overnight.
No, I guess not.
Tell us about the time that you fell asleep on the job.
Have you ever fallen asleep?
Back in 2006, I was going through basic training in Fort Knox, Kentucky, and it was lunch chow time. And so I got my tray, and I sat down. I had my elbows on either side of the tray, and my hands clasped in front of me, and my head resting against it, and I fell asleep. The drill sergeant comes up to me and hits me in the back of the head and says, "What are you doing, Private?" And without missing a beat, I looked up at him, and I said, "Drill sergeant, I'm praying."
Yeah, do you mind having a moment with the Lord?
What is it with all you cadets falling asleep?
Let me tell you, they don't let you have much sleep in boot camp.
No, they don't.
4 hours, about all you can expect.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever fallen asleep on the job?
Well, I work at work, so when we get slow, I've passed out in the office before. I got fired for it. District manager walks in, and I'm sitting in here on a Saturday, passed out in the office with no one in here, and comes in there and slams the door and wakes me up, scares the out of me.
That's unfortunate because unless you've got extra pants, there you are for the rest of the day, right?
Have you ever fallen asleep on the job?
Tell us about it or text us at 623-1025.
Morning KIX takeover just 2 minutes away.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Yeah, that's bleeped. Yeah, some of it. He
What
says,
did he
I used
say?
to work at Myth and yes.
Oh, you flipped it. So
Yeah.
we can, oh, okay. I was like, what happened on the editing there? Where did he used to work?
That was purposeful.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Randy can sing. They want you to sing a song.
Oh, that would be rough.
You think so?
I could do a parody.
You could do a really sweet.
I could do Weird Al Yankovic's You Don't Love Me Anymore.
Do you know Kyle loves Weird Al? He would be so for
I
that.
could do Weird Al. That would be awesome. I can do a very heartfelt version of You Don't Love Me Anymore. I've sung that so many millions of times.
But is the song actually about not falling in love or not being in love anymore?
And it's about thinking there may be something wrong here.
Okay, so I don't know if that we want.
I don't know that Weird Al has a better a love song. That's about as close as it gets, isn't it? If that isn't love, You Don't Love Me Anymore comes right up. Trapped in the drive-thru.
Ooh, baby, I love it's me. I love that song. You can do a parody of the song that I sang to him for his birthday.
I'm your shelter from the storm. You know I'll always have your back. I'll even let you warm your freezing hands inside my butt crack. I never get out my leaf blower when Oprah is on. And when you're telling me about your feelings, I try not to yawn. When we're at parties, I don't talk about your spastic bladder. When you're cleaning out the gutters on the roof, I hold the ladder. If that isn't love, if that isn't love, if that isn't love, I don't know what love is. No, I guess I don't know. No, I'll listen now. There's a microscopic bit of milk left in the refrigerator. I could have finished it off, but I quit in case you wanted a tiny little sip for later. And if you cut the cheese, then maybe I'll wink and say the dog's to blame. And I'll make sure to call you baby every time I forget your name. I'll even tell you, girl, when you start looking fat, because all your so-called friends will probably neglect to mention that.
What is this?
If that isn't love.
Oh.
I don't know if I've ever heard it.
Let's hear it. I want to hear it.
Yeah. So we'll have to listen to that here in a little bit. We're going to go ahead and wrap stuff up, guys. But we got to get to planning.
We got the chat now.
Yep.
Hopping.
So let's get to planning.
It's so exciting.
Get ready for this. Possibly we'll do a song.
I thought it might take you a little more talking into, but.
No, I think this is a good idea, especially the play-by-play. I think
Your
really
idea.
like that aspect of it. So for the auditory visuality of it.
Yeah.
But I love all the other ideas, the reception, genius idea. And there's going to be a lot of ideas that we can contribute and grow towards. But I think you need to have a dress fitting that you do a video of.
Yes.
You know? I think there needs to be possibly shopping trips for decorations at possible vendor sponsors. And, I don't know what all. There's a lot of opportunity here.
Yeah. Agreed.
So
I need to sit down with Sales and Mark and
I think we possibly, before we even consider this publicly, we need to have you and Ryan in here on the air, and I have a talk with you and see if this is for real. Are you serious? Maybe have a few pointed questions like you would with the minister,
right,
beforehand.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to do that.
Yeah.
And talk about, are you sure? Are you? Can you leave the room, Jen? I need to talk.
Wait a second.
Listen, do you know she farts? Have you seen this look? No, wait. I want to show you a picture. Hold on. I could go.
Who is Candy Jen? There's no Candy Jen. It's a Candy Jan.
Like, is this the person you want to spend the rest of? Wait a minute. Are you sure that this is the person?
I forgot about that picture.
This person right here is and you're going to wake up to that. Sometimes
that's nightmare fuel is what that is.
No kind of warning at all. So, yeah, there's that.
Christmas lights, yes.
Yes, Christmas lights.
Please,
that would definitely make it easy, as long as they don't buzz. All right, so a lot planning to do as we get ready for this. And we need to make the announcement on air sometime very soon, I think, so that we can start building on this on an ongoing basis. All right, guys, so big day.
Yay! How
tomorrow, wait a minute. What are we talking about tomorrow? What are we doing? We got more Sam Hunt tickets to give away tomorrow. We're going to be talking about your special ability.
I can make my nose twitch like a rabbit. No.
I can make mine twitch like a cavern.
You just go. What's up?
Got to talk to him and see if he's up for the color. Yeah. I can do this. So, what is your special ability? It doesn't have to be physically associated. Could be a noise you can make or something you can do with something you can do with your butt.
Oh.
So, tell us tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.